on the board or connected to the board that are driving around and looking at 662 houses. And I think, my part of it's about 150, and that's why my little blue Honda Pilot is very visible in the neighborhood. In fact, people run in and slam the door, I think, sometimes when they see the Pilot coming, but we need help with this, what I'm trying to tell you. If you see something that you think should be fixed on somebody's property, we're not gonna tell them you told. In fact, we don't identify homeowners, do we? When Brazil does that report, it says neighbor said. So help us, if you will, because we need it. Can we move on to old business, or is there something else about, ACC, ARC, Judiciary Committee, the meeting of life?
So are we looking for volunteers for these committees? I mean, we mentioned that there was people we selected, who selected them, what's the selection
We
process?
haven't selected them, we've invited them and the board will select them.
Yeah, because I didn't.
But who are they? I'm just curious.
I'd rather not say.
See, this is what I'm saying, Sharon. This is a community. We have the right to know who's gonna be on our boards.
Approved by the board, Scott.
Okay, well, you have people sitting in this audience that wanna volunteer tonight to fill these positions, and we're not gonna do it because we're waiting on people to
One of
decide.
those people is in the room, Scott.
Okay,
In fact, two of those people are in the room, and I'm not gonna identify them until the board approves.
If by some chance anybody in here wants to sit
Yeah,
on
if
the
you're
committee, feel
interested,
free to.
let us know.
I'll be willing to help out any way I can, so,
What do
appreciate
you,
it.
what do you wanna do, Brad?
Whatever the community needs me to do. I do landscape management, I do a lot of stuff with properties, so whatever I'm available to help you guys out with, I can help you out with.
Well, Bob will be glad to hear that, pardon me, Jen.
How many people do you need for the ACC, and how many people do you need for the judiciary?
Three for each
Three and
committee.
three?
Mhm.
So it looks like you have three candidates that aren't necessarily gonna get voted in, so I would say you need some alternates just in
That's
case.
a good idea.
And then also 3 or more people to volunteer for the judiciary period, for the judiciary committee, along with that. So anybody who's in construction, landscape, and that kind of thing would be a good fit for them.
Yes, exactly, that's a really good point. Tomorrow morning, I will put up on Nextdoor some information about what those committees do. If you wanna put your name in tonight, give it to me or give it to another board member. Tell us whether it's ACC or judiciary, and we'll get back to you. I'd love to have a pool of candidates. We all would for ACC, but in the past, it's been, as I understand it, it's been difficult to get people to volunteer for those committees because people didn't understand what they did, or they didn't want to offend their neighbors, or, for whatever the reason. I'm all about involving the community, just like everybody else is. Charlie's always begging for volunteers, and I say that appreciatively of him. We need them. So if you're interested, let us know. I'll do my happy dance.
Well, just for my own knowledge, I don't know who all is interested, who is interested in being on either the ARC or the judiciary committee?
Brad, what's your last name?
Good. She'll take it all.
Wait, let me get the names. Patty, I've got you already. I saw your hand.
It's hard to say what you wanna be on if you don't know what
Yeah,
it's
which
gonna be.
one? Sloan.
Yeah.
Patty, ARC, you mentioned before.
Hang on one second.
All right.
She got a good point. Again, the ARC is the Architectural Review Committee. That is when people submit applications to do, extend their deck or, do some landscaping.
Change the color.
Look at those things and approve or disapprove those things. The Judiciary Committee, dealing with hearings, for violations.
I think, if I may interject, let's let Brazil, speak to that. I don't wanna misconstrue anything, I don't wanna leave anything out there. We pay them, to make sure that we're led in the right direction and no one is misinformed. So can you tell them what the ACC and the judiciary?
It might have been, sure, go ahead, Chad, please.
Chad covered the ACC. Just glancing through, and we will have to review further, but I don't see any requirement for a judiciary committee. That's not to say that the board can't incorporate that. The board has the power to create additional committees as you see fit. So to Scott's point, if that's what you wanted to do, then that would be who meets with the violators and has the hearings, and then any dispute or appeal from that then would go to the board. So unless I am seeing something else here, I think the board can have a committee.
I'll send you a copy. I'm gonna disagree with you, and I wanna make it public that I'm disagreeing. I'll send you a copy, and if you look at North Carolina's general statutes on homeowners associations, they say you need a judiciary committee. The board is to act as your appeal. If you guys decide negative against somebody, who do they appeal it to? There's nobody to appeal it to. So if you have a judiciary hearing and they appeal it, then they appeal it to the board, and the board makes that final decision. It's just
That
an.
was not the point I was trying to make.
Right.
The point, and if anyone can't hear me, please let me know. I'm really good about speaking. The point I was trying to make was to give the homeowners an understanding of what their responsibilities would be should they be interested in assuming either one of those roles. The young lady here she asked, how do I know what to volunteer for? I want to do something, but what exactly will this entail? Is that not correct?
Yeah, I want a definition, also I want to know how often those committees meet.
I don't think the community's on the website.
So, to speak to Chad, if I'm quoting you incorrectly, judiciary is going to be to address, the first level to address violations. That's the first level. And we will look to legal counsel, because we pay a sum for legal counsel, to give us further clarification and specifications in regards to that. I do not want to give the impression that anyone knows everything. We all have a vested financial interest in this community, and we are all equally vested. No one pays more dues than the next person. So everyone has a voice. Yes, ma'am.
I was just, a recommendation maybe, Marlene, I don't know if you have time to do this or if you guys would agree, but, you know, I've gotten on the website, and what I was specifically looking for were all the different committees with a defined description as to what, we do have that?
No, I'm sorry, I was just saying it's a good idea.
She's just
So-
talking over you. What she's doing.
Please
Okay.
continue, I'm sorry.
So that, you know, we don't take up the time, but, you know, I can go and look and pick something that I might, you know, excel at or be good at. So, like Ella was saying, we need to know. And, you know, you keep asking for volunteers for committees, and I'm just saying we need to put those committee lists and a definition of each one of them, and how often they meet and everything, so that we can volunteer and choose which one we would be a good fit for. So I'm just making a recommendation, so it
That's
needs to
an
be
excellent
public
suggestion.
information.
Yeah, excellent, and we can bring some volunteers in that way. Marlene, can you work on that? We'll work with you on that. Good
That's a
idea.
great idea.
Yeah, and again, if you haven't seen the website, it was useful before, but it's really, really nice now, really nice graphics.
And could we please include who's currently each year on that committee? So that I know, like if I wanted to, you know, do events with Charlie, you know, I know his email, or however I reach him, or I know who I'm participating with on that committee.
That's a really good idea too. And as soon as we confirm the people for ARC, we'll get that up and so on and so forth.
Well, I don't think you have to wait for ARC. You can go ahead and start populating it now, but excuse me,
we
I'm
are.
sorry.
She's gonna work on some
Good.
until we know who wants to be on ARC and we get them confirmed by the board. Then we'll put that up. Somebody else was interested in doing, was it Eugene, or which of the committees were you interested in, judiciary or ARC or?
Probably judiciary.
Okay. All right, anybody interested in it's the appeal committee. If they're denied, it's the appeal committee that homeowners can go to if they don't like some ruling that the board has made. That's what the judiciary, is that right? Am I characterizing it right?
You would start.
Or correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll go on the judiciary if you want me with Gina.
Thank you, Scott.
You know, this is a really great turnout we had tonight. You know, unfortunately, it's probably really kind of ignited by some disagreement from a lot of decisions that's made by some of the people up here with me. But it's really great to see a large turnout. You know, that people want to get involved. When you don't agree with necessarily what's happening up here, even myself, sometimes I'd rather be sitting out there. But this is how you take control of your community. When you have situations like where you know, we can't change things. There's certain, you know, protocols we go through, and when people has a majority of vote, or some of these people are up here, you know, it's kind of hard for some of us, but, you know, I appreciate y'all coming out and voicing your concerns, and I don't think we're probably done with that, but, you know, appreciate y'all coming out.
Anybody else want to volunteer for judiciary or ARC? Boy, that put your hand down in a hurry, didn't it?
Sharon, I'll volunteer. My name is Carol
Oh,
Phillips,
I know you,
and
Carol.
I volunteer.
Which one?
Judiciary Committee.
Okay, who else is
There was a young
interested?
lady here, if I'm not mistaken.
Ella?
Did you not, want to volunteer, ma'am?
We need more volunteers.
Ella?
We want volunteers.
Okay,
Charlie.
Ella, which one? I
She
can't
said
hear.
Charlie.
judiciary.
You can put me down for either one.
All right.
ARC?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
both.
And Marie.
David Moses, we want ARC. Did you say Sandy on ARC? Did Sandy down there?
I don't want her mad at me. Okay.
Too late.
David Moses, interested in ARC. Patty Sloan, interested. Who is the other person? Bob? You? You sure you have time with all my honey-do lists? He runs, I'm not kidding you, Susan, he goes the other way. Who else is interested in judiciary or ARC? Make sure I get everybody's name. So I've got hands up tonight, Patty Sloan, David Moses, Bob Isaacs, ARC. John, may I say that you're interested too?
Oh, yeah, sure.
John, who,
Brad said he was interested in ARC too.
Brad, that's why I'm
I'll help
asking.
out wherever needed.
What's that?
I'll help out wherever needed.
Either one, he says.
Oh, that's a dangerous
I
thing
want
to
to
say
get
in
back to
front
the
of
social
me.
committee now, anybody that wants to help me.
No, ignore him, I have committees, I have committees, mine are more important.
Charlie, over there, I saw your hand.
Charlie, you have two,
Yeah, Stephen is.
Anybody else? Okay, so we're gonna get up a list on the website of what committees we need. that
Now,
we
what
need
committees
help
we
people
have, what
on.
committees we need.
But can you read it? All right,